Of our organization, I want to thank you so much for coming out to support our summer celebration. It really, really means a lot to us. 5 years ago, Evan Robinson and I met at a local Starbucks somewhere in Syracuse, New York. I had just started my career in technology, and as the first person in my family to have obtained the career in technology, a degree in technology, and seeing what economic mobility could look like for me and my loved ones, really was a time in my life where I had to start asking questions about how is it possible that I got here, yet so many young people in the community that I'm from didn't have access to those same opportunities. And as a result of that, those questions became a blueprint that my co-founder and I drew up on Starbucks napkins and led to the piloting of a 20-student program in the 2014 to 2015 school year. By now, 5 years later, we have worked with more than 1,500 students in New York City to provide them with free technical education, internships, and summer programming. Thank you so much. Thank you. That deserves a round of applause. The purpose of today's evening is to celebrate the student achievement of the students who participated in our summer programs. I can go on about how proud I am of each of them who are in the audience today, but that would not do it justice. You guys will be equally as proud once you see them come up here and show you all of what they've worked on. But before they do that, I want to hand off the stage to my co-founder, my confidant, and my best friend, Evan Robinson, who is going to be our master of ceremony this evening. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Jessica. Hey, everyone. My name is Evan Floyd Robinson. I'm the president of New York on Tech. I want to welcome you all to the 2019 New York on Tech Summer Celebration and UX Design Expo. It's been a great opportunity this summer as a whole, just seeing the development of all the projects. I know I popped in a few times to our classes at Microsoft and seeing all of you working very hard to build your projects. So with that said, this evening you're going to see two things. You're going to see our UX design students come up here and compete for the top 3 places. We'll have 6 teams competing on stage who will be judged by our great panel of judges who I'll introduce in a few minutes. In addition to seeing the students in our UX design program compete, you're also going to hear from some of our students who completed our Access Tech internship program. The Access Tech internship program is an opportunity for us to place students into paid internships at organizations across New York City. So we had students interning at large organizations like Bank of New York Mellon and awesome, cool organizations like Codecademy. And you'll hear our students who intern at these 2 sites come up in a few and basically tell you about their experience during the summer. Before I jump into the actual program, and kick it off for the day, I actually want to welcome to the stage a great friend of mine, a director here at Bank of New York Mellon, and a member of the board of directors for New York on Tech, Dennis O'Neill, to share a few words.
Shift this a little bit because I got some notes here. Okay, great. So thank you, Evan. So as Evan mentioned, my name is Dennis O'Neill. I am a current board member at New York on Tech, and I am an employee here at BNY Mellon as well. Actually, I'm like 4 floors above, so quite a short walk to get here. I wanted to start off just by talking a little bit about diversity and inclusion from a corporate perspective, why it's important, talk a little bit about UX design, and why New York on Tech is, just important for us, not only in the New York community, but overall in the United States in general. So I don't think this is earth-shattering news, but diversity brings experience, perspective, creativity that increases a team's performance to be able to deliver superior results. It's pretty obvious to me, and I'm sure to a lot of others. Diverse teams are less likely to fall victim to groupthink mentality. They recognize differences among themselves and challenge each other's assumptions. which lead to more innovative ideas and a diversity of thought. Now, I'm happy to say that BNY Mellon does a lot to foster diversity and inclusion through its hiring practices, its leadership, philanthropy, training initiatives, and sponsorship of employee-led affinity networks. It's a company where employees can not only contribute unique skills and talents within the workplace, but within our local communities as well. And I think BNY Mellon hosting this event is a testament to that. They sponsor other events as well. They have a dedicated team for a community partnership program just dedicated to this type of work. So I just wanted to take a quick second just to acknowledge that and to thank them with a round of applause. Okay, so now hopefully we've established the fact that diversity and inclusion is important. I wanted to just introduce a couple of facts. Computer and information technology jobs, they're growing at 13% over the next decade, which equates to about 1.2 million jobs. But sadly, many students, present students excluded, of course, are not positioned to take advantage of this growing technology economy. The U.S. has less than 15% of students graduating with an IT degree. Of the 5%, 19% are graduating are women and people of color. So this is just not a high enough rate to benefit from this economic growth, and it's directly contributed to the lack of representation in technology-related careers. And I just find this completely unacceptable. And I think part of the problem is exposure. I think oftentimes once students get to college, it's a bit too late. And I think that's why we need programs like New York on Tech that are going to accelerate interest, educate, and help underserved students prepare for careers in technology. Graduating college with a degree in IT or computer science is really the greatest tool for economic justice. So continue to empower yourselves. Everything you do is going to involve technology in the future. Businesses are going to demand it, and you're going to want to stay competitive in this ever-growing global economy. I wanted to switch gears a little bit to UX design and financial services. I think some people may overlook the importance of design and product management within the financial services space, but it's really a differentiator that BNY Mellon has grabbed onto and latched onto. It's invested in the space, and it continues to invest in the space in order to better serve its clients and enhance its brand within the industry. We've actually done a couple events here with BNY Mellon, with New York on Tech students. We had a design lab. We've taken them to the design lab, shown them the control center. We've done some design workshops with some cohorts as well. And it really goes to show, just like the students, that the UX design teams and product management teams here at BNY Mellon are out to solve real business and user problems to meet the needs of their target clients. A lot of the success of the teams depend on keeping a focus on the client, driving the vision of the product, and ensuring that it meets the needs of the target client, which again is, I think, the same goals that you as students were looking to do in your own UX design projects as well. Of course, there's no better way to deliver these diverse needs than to have a diverse team. And that's where you guys come in. So a little bit of a plug from a recruiting standpoint. Make sure when you go to your respective colleges that you keep BNY Mellon in mind, right? And other companies as well, but I work for BNY, so I'm going to have to plug them. And just keep in touch and make sure you're exploring internship opportunities with technology-related opportunities. In closing, let me say that there's a lot of things that we need for New York on Tech to accomplish its mission. We need strong, fearless leaders like Evan and Jessica. And I can go on talking about Evan and Jessica. I'll just say that these are the two most strongest people that I've met. The work ethic, the sweat, and I'm sure a couple tears as well, that went into building New York on Tech is extremely extraordinary. And really, I've learned a lot just working with them. We also need volunteers, we need donations, we need corporate sponsors to sponsor events like this. We need a supportive community of schools, teachers, friends, and families. But I'm going to say most of all, we need the students, because without the students, New York on Tech just will not exist. And you, as a student, need to take every opportunity to learn the technology, to prepare for the future. And that's exactly what New York on Tech is here to offer. But you took this opportunity to participate in your own hands. You had the foresight to understand that technology and computer science skills that you're learning are going to be critical, not only for your own future economic success, but I believe for the country as well. And I really think that you should be really proud of the steps that you've taken and the initiative that you've shown. So lastly, I want to just leave you with a quote from the founders, Evan and Jessica, which I think really tie up nicely what they are and what New York on Tech is all about. And it goes like this. At New York on Tech, we believe that everyone should have the opportunity to compete fairly for the opportunities of today and tomorrow. We think about the young people we serve. We know that when given the resources to succeed, they can mobilize their communities and create pathways for themselves and others. Our hope is that New York on Tech can be a catalyst in introducing them to their potential and the potential they have to change the world with the skills they are acquiring in our programs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Pull it down. I actually want to take the moment out to thank the sponsors for this summer. A big thank you to Microsoft for hosting the UX design program. We greatly appreciate that. General Assembly for supporting us with the awesome curriculum that we leveraged to teach our course this summer. The Catalog for Giving and the Estee Lauder companies for actually sponsoring the UX UI design program this summer. Please give them a round of applause. In addition to going through the UX design program, we knew it wasn't just teaching the kids about UX UI design this summer, but we also wanted to get them outside of the classroom. So in addition, we would take them on company site visits, and this summer they got to visit awesome places such as NBC Universal, the New York Times, Refinery 29, Seamless Docks, and then also Bank of New York Mellon. So please give them a round of applause too for hosting our students this summer. With that said, I'm actually going to jump into the competition. First, I'm going to introduce tonight's judges. We have Kwaku Boa, who's the QA lead at Hertz Magazine. We have Lauren, who's an executive director at JP Morgan Chase. Martin, who is a vice president here at Bank of New York Mellon. Regine, who is a president at Gilbert Consulting. And Yukachi, an executive director at the Estee Lauder Companies. Please give our judges a round of applause for joining us tonight. So the competition today, we started off with 10 teams. Tonight you will see 6 teams presenting. Originally it was supposed to be 5 teams presenting. However, yesterday, 2 of those teams placed in order, 2 of those teams got tied. So we have 6 teams presenting this evening. All teams will come on stage. They will have the opportunity to present for 5 minutes. After those 5 minutes, we will then have 3 minutes of Q&A from the judges. And then at the end of the competition, we will announce the 3 winners. Today's prizes, the third place prize, I believe, is Beats headphones. The second place prize is a Dell laptop. And then the first place prize is a PlayStation 4. So we thought these were cool prizes to get for the students because they've been working very hard over the summer to produce their projects. Before we actually jump into the competition, a little bit more background about what actually went on this summer. The last 6 weeks in the UX design program, the students actually operated as technology consultants. So they were placed into groups and they were giving a mock business client. In these teams, they had to understand what was the issue of the business client, first starting with the user and then ending with an actual clickable prototype, which many of you have probably had the opportunity to see here on the monitors across the room. These students worked very hard. They worked, they went into the street, they interviewed people in the Times Square area to get an understanding if their product was actually something that people would actually use. They worked in collaboration with the peer mentors to give you some understanding about who the peer mentors are. Our peer mentors are alumni of New York on Tech who were actually interning for us this summer as basically team coaches. So they help coach our high school students through the completion of their projects. In addition to peer mentors, all of the teams actually had professional mentors as well. These professional mentors worked for a variety of different technology companies across New York City, and they helped coach the students through completion of their projects as well. So with that high-level overview, you can see a lot of time and effort actually went into producing these projects and the presentations that you're going to see today.
All right, so this is a page that greets the user upon opening the app. Here you have the sign up button and the login button. Clicking on the login will take you to this page where you have the user has multiple options of signing in. They have the email option where they could put in their email and password, click submit, or they could use their Google accounts and Facebook accounts. In the case where they have their fingerprint on their phone, they could use that too. If they forgot their password, click the link below and follow the instructions. Now moving on to the home page. On the bottom, you see 3 colorful and interactive buttons, and we decided to use tab menus instead of like the hamburger button or swipe pages because we tested it and we found out that most users prefer this method because it's like faster and stuff like that. During our competitive analysis, we realized that most home pages are used for ads, promotions, and stuff like that. So we incorporated it in our client's app for business purposes with the slideshow above. Below that, you see recommended juices, and we incorporated this in our users app because during user research, most users said that they would like to be recommended juices and stuff.
Moving on to the My Account page, you can click the icon above to access your account. This will have all of your personal details, such as your name, your email, your phone number, and all of your bank cards. You can also see a history of recent payments at the bottom, and you can also log out on this page. Moving on to the rewards page. The rewards page is here in order for customers to claim rewards after they purchase a certain amount of items from the app. We use a textual and visual representation of the rewards program through the cup icon and the information below it that explains how the rewards programs work. You can also use your virtual card. The virtual card is there for in-store purchases. So instead of using the app, if you're physically inside of the store, you can scan that barcode at the register and it'll be tracked and added to your rewards progress. The rewards program was here because through competitive analysis, we realized that most of our competing juice bars, like for example, Jampa Juice, they also had rewards programs in their app. So we decided to incorporate it because it elicited positive user response and more interaction and engagement within the app.
Let's move on to the ordering experience. At the top of the page, you can see tabs, which you can use to navigate between the 3 pages, recent, menu, and favorites. We included this because users like to be able to navigate between multiple options on one page instead of having to constantly backtrack. On the recent page, users can quickly order items they previously ordered before. On the favorites page, they can do the same except with items they favorited before. Hitting the heart icons will allow them to forget items they favorited. On the menu page, whenever you click on an item, you'll be presented with a 3D image of the item that you can rotate at will. We added this because users really like to see exactly what they are ordering. You can filter through the various types of options by clicking on the icons too. Clicking again on the item name or the arrow beside it will open up a list of the ingredients of the item. This is because users want to understand what they are besides the item name that they are buying. Hitting the plus button will open up a menu where you confirm the order details of the item. This allows you to customize options like the base, the size, and also see the price. Once you're done, simply hit confirm and you will go back to the menu. After you're done selecting everything you want, you can go ahead to checkout. On the checkout, you get a list of all the items you've purchased and their sizing, price, and calorie count. Once you're done reviewing, you can move on by hitting select a store. This lets you select the store of the item you want. Once you're done reviewing everything, hit next.
When you're on this page, you have to fill in required information like your credit card info, your name, and your number. We decided to put this at this point of checkout because users do not like being forced to commit to something when they sign up. And this, if you already filled it out, it auto-fills for you. When you're done filling it out, click Place Order, and your order is done. If you would like to see your order, you go to home page. You go to the home page, and My Account, and it will be done for you. It will be there for you. We believe that this app meets the needs of local juicers customers. So thank you for your time.
How is this solving the problem that you stated at the beginning of making lines less?
Go.
Sure. So, like we said, once you receive the confirmation, you know the time that, as a regular smoothie drinker, you probably know the time that it takes to make your favorite smoothie. So you probably be on your way to the store. So I don't think, it might happen, but we're still developing the app, so we might include that. And we're still taking user information and user reviews. So if we receive a lot of reviews that say the store is jammed when they get there, we are gonna incorporate that in the app.
You guys mentioned that it was colorful and vibrant, and I agree. How did you come up with the color scheme?
So the color scheme, we gave them a description of our client that we made, and we explained, we had surveyed what colors, we gave them a list of colors and asked them what colors do you think best represents this client.
Right, so I see that it's the same type of experience where you could see what the name of it is, then click the little arrow button to see what the ingredients are, and then pick the plus button to see the size and price, and then proceed to checkout. Awesome, thanks.
That's all we have for questions. So guys, as you're up here, I'll let you know when it's time to kick off, okay? Judge, you have about 10 more seconds. Unless you're good to go. Take it away. Here you go.
All right. To start off, my name is Joseph Chang,
My name is Mohammed Hassan.
and together we are Team 10. Just a quick shout out to our peer mentor Maheen for helping us work on this project and giving us guidance. So our client name is Sunshine Boutique, and they are, not boutique, bouquet, Sunshine Bouquet. And they are a blossoming flower company based in New York, and they hired us as UX tech consultants to work on their mobile app. And they were running into some issues with customers who had last-minute events, or they had to send flowers long distances. So this is our solution to that challenge. First, there is a simple login screen for users, and if you're not a user, you can create an account. But today, we're just going to skip that process because users tend to not want to get hassled with signing up right away. So we'll let them look at the app first. So right away, there is a visual carousel of 3 slides: featured, bestsellers, and occasions. Now these sections are unique sections for each category of our products, and one special feature is actually these pictures that we have displayed are actually updated pictures. So that means that once a week, the client will update the picture of the flower to make sure that the customer or the user will be seeing the most accurate depiction of the flower or the product that they will be buying. So if you click see more, it'll bring you to the shop page of that particular section. So this section is occasions, and there are some flowers for display here. Now, if you notice the nav bar, if you click on the home button, it's shaded so that you can see where you are, and so users won't be lost. There's a brief description about what the company Sunshine Bouquet is about. Some members of their team, I don't know if you see anyone that you recognize there, but we want to make sure that Sunshine Bouquet is telling their mission, their story, who's behind the team, and what kind of companies are supporting this company as well. So if you click on the shop button, go back to the page.
So the first thing that you see is the secondary nav bar, which shows the 3 different types of flowers we have, which is featured, bestsellers, and occasions. We also have a search bar and a filter, which is a future feature that will be implemented as our client adds more product. Based on our competitive analysis, we learned companies like FTD, they use good quality pictures to show how stunning these flowers can be. And we also have the price, the name, and the review of the flower on the stars. And so once you click on the flower, it's magnified so you can see the picture bigger. There's also 1, 2, and 3, which represents the different view of the flower, which we also got from a competitive analysis. After that, we have a description that talks about what type of flowers are in it, and you could click Buy Now, which leads you to the payment information where you input your credit card information. On the left side, there's the name of the flower, the normal price, along with the tax and shipping, which gives you the total price over here. There's also the billing address where you could have it shipped to, and on the right side there's a picture of the flower just for your confirmation to know how your the flower you're gonna buy. Then you could click place order, which will tell you that it's gonna be delivered in 2 to 4 business days, depending on what type of flower it is. And there are 4 other flowers that are similar deals with a discount, and you could click on here to go back, continue shopping. And you guys might be wondering, what's that question mark with the circle on the top right corner? If you click on it, it's going to be a contact us page where you can put your name, your email, and message, and write what you want to the company. So if you have a complaint or you want to give a shout out or something about what they did, and after that we have the company name along with the address, email, and phone number, so you could call them. After that, you could click submit. It will take you back to the shopping page, and on the right side on the nav bar there's a account page that has different features, and you could click on maybe you decide to make an account now, so you decide to make one, and
so that is Sunshine Bouquet. And so if you need fresh flowers fast, hopefully you know where to come.
Not yet. So now I'm going to hand it over to the judges for 3 minutes.
I wanted to ask, what was your inspiration or reason behind adding additional discounted products and offers after the purchase confirmation of the person's original buy?
Right. So, according a lot of competitors like Amazon, for example, after you buy a certain product, there might be similar deals, and so I think it's just a way for the user to come back to the app to purchase once more if they have had a positive experience, and also if they see a product that is similar to what they're buying, they might want to consider that as well.
Great, thanks.
Can you tell me why you thought the homepage made sense for the About Us and companies that you guys are that trust this company? What made you think that was the best location for it?
Well, we thought it was the best location because normally, like after you open an app, you kind of want to learn more about the company. So we decided after like some deals that you could look over like the story that makes Flower Bouquet and like what type of experience they will offer to the user.
So we just wanted to make sure that the story of the company is as transparent as possible, so that users know kind of like what the team is, what they're about, and there's also a visual carousel to see the featured products that we have as well.
Why did you choose to use icons instead of words on your various pages? And how did that do when you tested it?
Are you referring to the navigation?
Yes.
Well, so according to user research, it's just we wanted to keep a minimal designs. So users tend to like to click on symbols, and these symbols are symbols that users get accustomed to, so they already know what the meaning is. So it's not necessarily important or relevant to add the word. It's just keeping it minimal by just having a neat little symbol for them to click on.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, I was just gonna ask, can you purchase flowers if you don't log in and just click skip?
Yes, you can.
Thanks.
Do you have a target audience, your target customer for this product?
Well, we did conduct some interviews, and the persona that we came up with was mid-20s to 30s, young female. Those are our target audience. That's what we've come up with.
Okay. Same drill. We're going to give some time to the judges to note down their scores, and then we're going to invite the next team up. The next team is going to be moving forward. And we have, after moving forward, we have one final team left. So moving forward, please come to the stage. I will let you guys know when to kick off. Moving forward, you may start.
Hello everyone, my name is Tommy. We are a group of freelance UX designers, and we were contacted by Moving Forward to create a prototype for the up-and-coming tutoring app. Moving Forward is an app that aims to help students increase their GPAs and also prepare them for standardized testing, such as the SAT and ACT. And as a result, we believe we prototype an app that reflects the company's values and goals.
Well, let's talk about the app we have designed for our client. For that, we'll need an example. Let's use Jack. He's a high school student. He's studying for the SAT and having a hard time. He goes on the Moving Forward app to find a tutor to help him study. As he goes on the Moving Forward app, he's met with the login screen, which shows a login page, and he needs an account. So since he doesn't have an account, he's gonna press sign up. He sees that there's a Facebook and Google sign-in button. He does not want to do that, so he fills out all his personal information and he clicks Join Now. He's met with the home screen, which shows a welcome note. He reads through it and then decides he wants to know more about their story, so he goes to the About Us page. He reads through our story part and he goes back to the home page. Now he wants to write down their contact information. So he goes to the Contact Us page, and he writes down their phone number, email, and address, and sees there's a Submit Online Form button. So he clicks that, and then he sees that he has to fill out a form, so he does not want to do that. He goes back, and now he wants to book a tutor.
So the first thing Jack is going to see once he starts the matching tutor process is he's going to see a progress bar on the top right. Now, once he goes through the process, all those 3 circles are actually going to light up black. So first step is to browse the subject. Since Jack is struggling on the ACT and SAT, he's going to choose the standardized testing on the carousel. Subject will change to standardized testing, and the top right progress bar will light up. Step 2 will be education level. Since Jack is a high schooler, he's going to press high school. But whoops, he accidentally presses middle school, but it's okay. He can always just press high school. His progress will be saved. All these buttons are clickable. So next step is the tutoring style. Now he can choose to go to a tutoring center or not, yes or no. For now, we're going to say yes. And part 2 has appeared. Now he can choose the distance that he would like to travel, 5 miles, 10 miles, 15 miles. He wants to choose the shortest distance, since if the app matches him with a tutoring center that's too far away, he might not want to go, and he might not want to get tutored. So 5 miles for now. And now search button has appeared, and he can press search. Now once he presses search, he'll actually find the list of tutors that he has been matched with. Now once he goes through the list, he sees the names, their price, their reviews. For now, we're gonna press Videsh, who is to start, and now we see through the credit card information that he has to fill out, all of which is required. Once he does that, he can just press confirm. Another confirmation page will appear. He's gonna say yes. Now, once we did all of that, the lesson will actually appear on the homepage. So no matter what, it will stay. So let's say we sign out, for example, and sign back in, the lesson will always stay. But for now, since he is a 2-star tutor, we're just going to cancel the lesson. And thank you for your time.
Great job. Now I'm going to hand it over to the judges. 3 minutes.
So you have there, I'm just going back to the tutors, do you have what qualified their ratings in terms of stars, in terms of the judges? Because like I think the last person had a 2-star. Does it explain the reviews? Do you have that level of detail in there?
Oh, no, at all.
Okay.
So you guys showed the form. Can you pull that up again? I guess my question is, what's the difference between the online form and just the general user flow to book a tutor?
Do you mean the book a tutor form? Or
No, I think you guys went to the home page.
Contact
That's
Us
the
form?
contact
Contact us? Submit an online form. Yeah, that's just to get in contact with them? For what
That's
purpose?
just to get in contact with them, and if you don't want to be bothered with their phone number or email, and if you don't want to go to their address, so you just fill it out and then press submit, and then your concern will be recorded, and you could go back to the homepage.
Okay.
That is also how you get how the reviews actually happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then my other question was, who would you consider your competitors?
So as students ourselves, we actually look through a bunch of competitors, and we actually, our entire book of tutor process, it's only 3 steps, as you can see. Most of our competitors have like very long processes that are like sometimes even pages long, or even just a page. So we wanted to cut down on it by limiting it to just 3 steps, make it fast and simple.
Is this strictly for the student, or is there another side for the actual tutors? To say if I'm interested in becoming a tutor, how would I utilize this app?
This app is strictly for students because moving forward wants to help students increase their GPA and help them with different tests.
And if you want to become a tutor, you could always go to the Contact Us page and get in contact with us. So.
Is there an element, or are you planning to, in the future, incorporate, once you book a tutor, of the actually picking out a schedule that matches the tutor schedule with the student schedule?
We planned to do that initially, but because of time, we had to scrap that.
We're headed to our final presentation for the evening from the UX demo side. I'm going to welcome up our final team as the judges put down their scores for moving forward. Welcoming to the stage, Daybreak Video Games.
Good evening, my name's Camille.
My name is Victoria.
My name's Mark.
My name is Calista. Welcome to Daybreak. This app allows you to... Daybreak asked us to create an app where buying video games would be easier, more efficient, and more affordable. And our persona, Bob Smith, is a gamer, and he only makes about $60,000 a year, so he needs this app so that he can afford it, because he's not willing to spend top dollar on video games because he doesn't make enough money to support that expensive habit. Okay, this is our landing page. We have the sign up, login, and continue as guest. We added the continue as guest feature because our research showed that when you force a user to prematurely sign up, they tend to just leave the page. And yeah, so next. This is where they would put their stuff inside. So we decided to design it this way because our research showed that when you make it more aesthetic and less cluttered, the user's more likely to give their information. We also added a remember me and allow notifications feature because our research also showed that users find it more convenient for them to just have all their information recorded. So now sign up. So they would sign up. They're looking to discover a new game. So this is our trending page, and we have our promotions at the top, and at the bottom we have the trending games. So we decided to put our search bar at the top here because our research showed that this is where users, their eyes automatically follow to look there. So that's their call to action to type in their game. At the bottom we put our logo, so whichever page they are, they'll just click that, and it'll take them back to this page. So we also have our hamburger drop-down bar. We decided to list them this way because when we were doing our card sort, many people just found it more natural for them to list games down this way. So they're gonna go into discover new games right now. So we have 4 unique features. One of them is rent, buy, used, and discover new games. They're gonna discover a new game. So they would type here their favorite game, and in this case, it's gonna be Roblox, which would take them to another page. And this is gonna show them similar games to that. So once they know what they want, Minecraft in this case, they'd go to their selected console, and that's PS4. And from there,
These are all the available games for PS4. So since Minecraft is an open world game, they will go to the open world section and they will press on Minecraft. This page will lead them to a description, a ratings and reviews, and also snapshots. Once the user is satisfied with this game, they will press buy now, which will lead them to the page with their cart information. This will give them the price of the game, and as well as they have 3 options: checkout, bargain, and continue as guest. In this case, we'll bargain. Automatically, a chatbot will be there to help assist you and negotiate price. The user must tell them the console they're using, the game, the price, the original price, and the discounted price. Once the price is already agreed upon, they will have a promo code, which is already there in the checkout to help the convenience of the user.
Here, this page, the user can see all the information on the stuff they bought, the credit card information, the address line. In this case, Daybreak allows its users to pick up in store, which has been proven by our research that people like to do more. So the user can pick up in store, and from there, the user could select the location they would like and confirm it. From there on out, they could go back to the page where it shows our information, and then they could get a promo code. So this could be applied to their shopping, and you could continue or go back to the trending page. Here's payment successful, everything was going well, and back at the trending page.
a couple of weeks later, Bob will have received his video game in the mail, and being that he loved it so much, he wants to leave a comment for Daybreak Video Games. So he goes back to the menu, and he goes to the help center. He goes to contact us, and he types in whatever he wants to say to Daybreak Video Games, and the comment will have been received, and then he can return to the home page and shop again. Daybreak allows you to take a break from your day.
break. Now I'm going to hand it over to the judges for 3 minutes Q&A.
Can you elaborate as to what your thought process was for the bargaining?
So the client Daybreak wanted a bargaining app, a bargaining feature, so it could allow them to have affordable price and be able to communicate with one another to have a price that you like and is affordable so the store could also make profit as well. So we wanted to allow users to always come and be free to always have an option to always lower their price and be happy with the game they brought with the price.
How did you guys determine what different products and categories were going to go into the hamburger menu?
When we went out in Times Square and we did our card sort, when we asked gamers what they preferred and how they preferred to see their games, a lot of them had problems with other competitors like GameStop and Steam because things were confusing, they were sorted in a weird way. So our menu, so first you sort by console, and once the user knows what console they're trying to buy games for, then you sort by types of game. And that just, according to the user research, it made them feel like everything was clear and it was easier, and that was the point of Daybreak, to be easier and quicker.
Okay, it might be this screen, but the contrast with the icons on the bottom are a little bit hard to see. What made you choose this like dark and dark for your icons in the background on the tab bar?
So lack of time, but also so we thought in the future we are going to make it white.
Okay.
It was just lack of time looking for the icons.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So ask, have you considered having the user look of where that game is located in case they wanted to pick it up before they purchase it? If I wasn't mistaken, I think they were able to see what store they could purchase the game after they clicked the checkout buttons.
It just makes it easier for the user to like figure out what they want to buy, because I mean, as we said, the user research says that people like to see the physical object or the things they're going to buy. So having the option of them seeing what they want to buy and like the location closest to them, that makes it easier for them to figure out how relevant, how quickly they can get the stuff they want.
To add on our map, it had all the stores where you could buy the Minecraft game, and you would just have to press the pin to automatically confirm your location for the convenience of the user.
Awesome, thanks.
So please give another round of applause for all the teams.
Is there an extra?
So now I'm going to have Jessica, wherever she is, take the judges off to basically tally up the scores and see who are our top 3 winners. While Jessica is away with the judges, we're basically going to have a quick speech from a peer mentor and then a quick speech also from interns and managers who hosted Access Tech interns this summer. So now I would like to welcome to the stage Maheen. Maheen was one of our 2019 UX Design peer mentors. He's also a 2018 TechFlex Leaders alumni. And then he's also a rising sophomore at Cornell University, majoring in computer science. So welcome to the stage.
All right. Can you guys hear me? All right. Good evening, everybody. My name is Maheen Chaudhary. Thank you guys for making it this far. As you guys probably already know, I'm a rising sophomore at Cornell University. I'm going to be studying computer science. I've been with New York on Tech for over 2 years now. First beginning with Tech 360 back in spring 2017, and then TechFlex Leaders program in 2018, and now I'm here, wrapping up the 6-week UX design program as a peer mentor. First of all, I just wanted to say that I'm very grateful to New York on Tech for giving me all those opportunities. They all helped me grow in their own way. Next, I'd also like to congratulate all the UX teams for all of their projects. They all worked hard. They worked hard all summer long, and I just want to say that whoever ends up on top, all of you had amazing projects regardless. So a huge round of applause for you guys. And then I want to especially thank my mentees, Joseph and Mohammed, who developed Sunshine Bouquet, and also, yeah, as well as my peer mentors who are scattered throughout the whole room. Yep. So before I continue, I was going to give some advice to the UX students, but after watching all those presentations, I think you're fairly ready for the real world. But I will continue to give you that advice anyway. So this will be useful not only to the college-bound UX students, but also to everybody in attendance. So that is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome was something that I learned about in my first year at college, and that is the inability to credit yourself for how far you've gotten. I'm sure many of you have experienced this. So while this goes for anyone, I'm sure that many of you in the UX program have felt feelings of not belonging, or even if you didn't, you might. I'm not saying you will, but you might encounter such feelings in the future. And that brings me to a quote that I live by. It's by a man named Confucius, and he said that if you are the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. And I'll repeat that for you guys. If you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. So Confucius was absolutely right. So you don't need to be the best of the best to appreciate who you are and the character that you've developed thus far. And no matter who or where you are, each and every one of you have unlimited potential. So with that said, thank you for listening, and I hope my advice sticks with you. Enjoy the rest of the demo day.
Thanks, Maheen. Going next. Yeah, you want to take a pic? Yeah, come this way. Now I'm going to invite up Kayla and Asakar, who basically interned this summer at Code Academy, to share a few words about their summer experience. So come on up, guys, and you will also have your photo op after. Clap it up for them. You could go in any order that you want, no pressure. But you can stay up together as a group. All right. Oh, did you send over the PowerPoint? Yeah, I emailed it to you. Okay, let me see. This is not my computer. Try to do, let's see, one sec. This might take a while, so just come up and give your speech, because this is not I'm not logged in here, but come on up. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Hey, hi everyone. Throughout the summer, I was an intern at Code Academy on the curriculum development team. I collaborated with Asakar to develop a lesson, quiz, and a project to educate learners on what semantic HTML is, along with encouraging the use of it in their daily code. It has been a pleasure combining my desire to help others and my desire to learn more through the process of researching and educating others. I also took the opportunity to meet with people on different teams throughout Code Academy and gain a better insight into what I want to do in the future. At the start of the internship, our supervisors told us what we were doing over the course of the summer, and at first it seemed really overwhelming. However, we were able to get everything completed in time and improve on a lot of skills. My writing skills have improved tremendously. I've become more confident with my networking skills. I began learning C++. I gained experience using jQuery, and I even tried coffee for the first time. Going into this internship, I was really worried I was going to struggle, but I soon realized that the skills I acquired through New York on Tech's programs helped me prepare for my internship and helped me succeed in a professional environment. Thank you.
Hello? Okay. Hi, I'm Asakar Raman, and my journey started with a single Twitter post. A post that led me to NYT's Tech 360 program, which eventually led me to TechSelect's Leaders. Both programs gave me the foundation to succeed in my field, given me the ins and outs of both front-end and back-end development, given me the knowledge to make the right design choices, making me realize that a Power Ranger color scheme is not a good design choice for a bookstore. Through NYOT, I was able to explore many companies, even Fortune 500 companies. And eventually, through these experiences, I was led to Code Academy, where Kayla and I interned over the summer. Code Academy was my first work experience, and the right experience. Having never worked before, I always heard horror stories of internships, having bad bosses, being judged, and not being treated like you belong there. At Code Academy, we forgot we were interns. We were treated as if we were part of the team. We never heard, "You're an intern, you shouldn't or you can't." We were always encouraged to do as much as we could. We were even able to give our thoughts on how the company could be changed to make it better, whether it be product changes or new ideas to implement. Throughout the internships, we were able to network with many different people, from managers to coworkers, like Mariel and Kenny, sitting in front. Say hi. We even met the CEO, Zachary Sims. The most rewarding experience has been working on the project we were assigned, when our project launches, it will be seen by hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, as it's part of the most popular course on Code Academy. Being able to work on one of the company's most popular courses alone shows the respect and the high expectations we were given. By now, you may have noticed that I used the word "eventually" a couple of times in the beginning, but not later on. This is to signify the change I had through Code Academy and New York on Tech, to take action and not wait for things to eventually happen.
So I was able to log in and get your stuff, so let me see if I can just swap it quickly for you guys. Let me see. Hold this for me. No problem.
Hi again. So over the summer, I told you before, developed a quiz, lesson, and project on semantic HTML it's going to be added to the Introduction to HTML course on Code Academy. I don't know when it's going to be added, but really soon. We got to improve our writing skills with the process of reviewing and editing constantly, and we reviewed and suggested feedback for the Intro to HTML course and the Learn C++ course. We learned how to write using Markdown language and worked with jQuery to check users' progress, and networked with people throughout the company to gain numerous teams to gain knowledge on possible career paths. The videos aren't working.
Okay, as you can see, this is this is the main lesson. We're just going through the research we did, how we implemented, and you can see the diagram. We also, look at this next one. This is actually the quiz we had to do after they learned the lesson. There's a quiz they had to complete. This is the quiz. It asks the section, article, which code goes where. It asks that. Right now the video isn't loading because after just some drive issues. So this was, okay. So as you can see in the top right video, just like Code Academy fun, like the work ethics. So it's not always you have to work. There's always fun things every single day to do. These small pictures, they're just pictures we just took before. And this one specifically is a free food catering they do every single day. And this document over here, at first it looked very easy, right? No grammars. But after this is just examples of how many different errors we had to fix. Note, this is only one paragraph out of 30 probably. Yeah. Again, the work ethic is amazing.
Just to add on, we were working in an amazing culture, a great environment. We were challenged every day. We had the support we needed to succeed, and we overall had an amazing summer. Yeah.
Don't forget your photo op. Great job. I'm going to transition to computers one more time, and then I'm actually going to invite Junior up. So I see Junior seated to the left of me. Junior actually interned this summer here at Bank of New York Mellon. So I'm going to invite Junior to share a few words. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. First, I'm sorry, Junior. 1 second. Marielle first. Sorry about that, Junior.
No problem.
All right.
Hi, everyone. I actually cut down on my time because I really wanted to make sure that Kayla and Asakar had as much time as possible. I'm Marielle. I'm a curriculum developer at Codecademy, and I had the incredible joy of working with Kayla and Asakar this summer and managing them. And the thing is, I've managed interns before in previous work experience, and it's variable. Sometimes I've had great experiences, sometimes I've had terrible experiences. I really had no idea what to expect when my colleague Natalia asked if anyone was interested in managing interns this summer. I was so delighted by Kayla and Asakar. Their incredible work ethic, their determination to produce high quality content, and their incredible progress throughout the summer really astounded me and really was just such a wonderful experience for our entire team. So thank you so much to New York on Tech for this incredible opportunity for Codecademy. And thank you for bringing Kayla and Asakar to our office.
Can I get a photo op too? Yeah. Want to do it? Yeah, you guys want to get a photo op too? You could come over to get it with Mario. Judges are going to have to wait for like a few more minutes because we're about to transition. So please help me do a loud welcome for when I first messed up for Junior. So Junior, please welcome back to the stage.
Good afternoon. Hi, my name is Junior Jean, and I'm an alumni of the TechFlex Leaders Program, and I recently finished my internship at BNY Mellon, where I worked under my manager, Deborah. My most notable role during my internship was reformatting a quarterly newsletter for my manager using HTML, using BNY Mellon's internal website, MasterSocial. The internship allowed me to integrate my web development skills through some of my projects. In my opinion, one of the key skills that I learned early on was communication. Deborah was willing to sit down with me, and he would sit down and talk to me about what I wanted and expected from this internship. As a result, Deborah was awesome to get my name out in the company. And let me network with some of the workers and managers from BNY Mellon, like Alistair Murray, who's not here, and even allowed me to use BNY Mellon's resources, like their paid for Udemy courses, to help me gain knowledge on some programming languages like Python. I'm very, very grateful to New York on Tech and BNY Mellon, specifically Ting Pan, Maria Ramirez, Dennis O'Neill, and Deborah Keenan for giving me the resources and the opportunity to network and to witness how much technology is essential in the finance industry. Thank you.
Awesome job, Junior. Now I'm going to switch it over to Deborah, who was Junior's manager. Please welcome Deborah to the stage.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you, Junior, and thank you, New York on Tech. I thought I would just make a few comments about how grateful I am for Junior's presence in our team for the month of July, and how much Junior inspired me during his short time with us. He gave me insights, actually, into the experience of working here at Bank of New York Mellon. You know, when you're deep into the work here, meeting deadlines or under a lot of pressure, sometimes you really don't appreciate what you have. And he attended one of our off-site meetings, and after the meeting, I asked Junior, what did you think about the discussion that we had at the off-site meeting? And he said, this is a company that really cares about people. And I had to really stop and think, and I'm like, yeah, that's why I work here. That's why I've been here for so long. So thank you, Junior, for providing that insight. His work ethic was incredible. He always pushed to learn more and to do more. And I really appreciated that because it kept me on my toes. His character and personality is someone who is curious, and he made great use of his time at BNY Mellon. As he said, he took courses, he networked with some of the senior leaders that we have here. There was really never, there wasn't actually a corner of BNY Mellon that Junior didn't want to explore. He is really passionate about his future and passionate about the path of technology that he's chosen. I do hope Junior comes back. No, I guess you'd have to come back as a different type of intern next summer, but I do hope you come back. You've inspired me with your talent and your passion and your energy. You've re-energized me and actually our team because you have this incredible drive to learn. And I hope that you got out of this internship as much as I got out of you having you part of our team. So thank you, Junior, and thank you, New York on Tech.
Yeah, Junior, are you back at your seat? You want to jump over to get a photo too? So before I hand it over to the judges, I just want to say that you heard a little bit about the internship program, but I want to point one big thing out here, is that the interns are actually still in high school, right? And so a lot of the times when we think about internship programs, traditionally these are people in college or that are in their junior, sophomore, senior year, depending on when they're landing internships. But Junior, Asakar, and Kayla are all still in high school, and they all did. Oh, they both graduated, sorry. Majority of the students that are doing the internships this summer are in high school or recently graduated. And so basically what I'm trying to pin here is that our philosophy at New York on Tech is that we try to start very early on with getting the students internships. So by the time that they're going into their freshman year or sophomore year of college, they have built up a resume that shows that they can do well at well-known organizations and showcases that the technical skills, the product management skills, the critical thinking skills can be applied in the workforce. So please give all of our interns this summer a round of applause. Now, with that said, I'm going to hand it over to Jessica and the judges, who should have the final announcements for the winners. And you want to announce the prizes again? Yes. Okay.
Wow. Even after doing this work for 5 years, I can still stand up here super amazed and super excited for the students. You guys really blew me away. You know, yesterday I was in the classroom at Microsoft like, nope, you got to say this. Nope, you got to say that. But honestly, tonight, you guys really showed up and showed out. So congratulations to all of you. With that said, we are going into the round where we are going to announce the winner. And I want each of you to know that regardless of whether or not you won something tonight, the purpose of our programs are not to win. I know that that sounds silly, right? When things like PS4s and Beats are on the table. But the purpose of the programs are really to build your technical skills, expose you to an industry, give you access to relationships, and then also show you and introduce you to your own potential. So you do not have to feel like you are a loser if you did not place tonight. And I think that as you get older, you start realizing that failure really stands for, well, fail really stands for first attempts in learning. And you guys should absolutely embrace that and be proud of yourselves regardless of what the outcome is. So a few logistics. If you are a winner, you guys will come up to the stage. You'll take a photo with the judges. You will exit this way. You will also take some photos individually. Judges will stay on stage the entire time. Additionally, once you win, don't go crazy. It's not time to start talking and being on the side. The program's not over until we announce our leadership speech, where you'll hear about a little bit towards the end of the program tonight. But I at least wanted to say those things because I know we get excited and then everyone's ready to jump out of their seats. But with that being said, I'll stop. I'll hand this over to Lauren, who is going to serve as the judge liaison and share some words about the judging process tonight. Thank you. Oh, yes. Yes. Not sure where.
Winners are.
And the winners are.
Well, I'm not going to spoil that. But one, I just wanted to echo everything that Jessica just said. Like, you guys did a tremendous job, and kudos to all of you. This was a really hard decision for us, but a really exciting one, too. So just a couple of things that I was able to experience and observe from all of you. You guys really put thought into the overall execution. So as you were thinking through the customer problems, it was really evident that you guys were thoughtful in your approach to the design systems, thoughtful in the approach to competitive analysis, and thoughtful in the approach to how you think about the user. So really thought you guys did a tremendous job there. I'll just tell you personally, I have sat in meetings, design reviews that went very similar to this, and you guys answered all the questions that people in our JP Morgan Chase design team would not be able to answer. So very impressed and really want to say you guys did a great job. It was a really hard decision for us. And just what we were able to see as an output really was truly impressive, and you guys should all be very, very proud of yourselves. And thank you for allowing us to observe and participate.
So in third place, Umbrella Pizza.
And second place, Daybreak.
One, two, three. There's one more. One, two, three. Perfect. Thank you.
And first place goes to Fine Hair.
They were ready for that. I know, looking at myself.
One, two, three. One more. One, two, three. Thank you.
Congratulations, guys. Great work, guys. Great work, guys. Thank you.
So now I'm going to have Evan come back to the stage. So as a reminder, the third place winner won Beats headphones, the second place winner won Dell laptops, and the first place winner won PlayStation 4s. So shout out to them, right? Yeah. Another thing I wanted to do is I wanted to shout out the internship partners who are in the room that didn't get to do a speech today. We had a lot of companies this summer sign up to be New York on Tech internship partners. We had Gallery Media Group, we had Deutsche Bank, we had Bank of America, lots of organizations, and we really appreciate you guys coming out, supporting the interns, supporting the students, and then even entrusting us with your offices and your intellectual property while they continue to build their skills through the paid experience. So thank you so much. Okay. So after every New York on Tech class, we end the program with our leadership speech. And every student who is part of our program, we hope that by the end of it, excuse me, young scholars, we're hoping that by the end of it, they remember these words. These words truly do mean a lot to us. So I am actually going to have each of you stand up. You guys are going to join in. And you are going to repeat after me. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate.
Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure.
It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us.
It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us.
Your playing small does not serve the world.
Your playing small does not serve the world.
There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you.
There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you.
We are all meant to shine as children do.
We are all meant to shine as children do.
It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone.
It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone.
And as we let our own light shine,
And as we let our own light shine,
we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same.
we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same.
As we are liberated from our own fear,
As we are liberated from our own fear,
our presence automatically liberates others.
our presence automatically liberates others.
And with that, that concludes the end of tonight's program. Thank you so much for coming out. Can I have all of the UX design students come up to the stage? And then can I have all of the internship students to start making a line to come to the stage on the side? Thank you.
That's so cute.